Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets in the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. Slips past him. Where'd he go? Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 50, Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease it.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Peterson as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Second down following the run. On second down, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and short. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Like 50, like 50.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a play fake here and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Alex McAllister, the 6'6 rookie out of Florida, in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. From his goal line here, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Bart, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
And they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
On second down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Breeze now on 1st down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is right through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Stewart on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to look deep down. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 42 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that brings up fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That goes for a gain of 31. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. Now Breeze lost the football. They find some open field here. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. These Panthers had the most takeaways in the NFL regular season a year ago, and they get the scoop and the score here.
What was that number? It was a big number.
39.
39.
6 more, by the way, than second-place Arizona.
Now, those are both teams that know how to swarm and attack. The Panthers did the best in the league in 2015.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. On first down, Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Breeze to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. The motion man here, Fleener.
Hey, kill.
Breeze to throw on second down. And brought in here by Fleener. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Breeze. That's caught at the 3. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Peterson. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Adrian Peterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the lead is up to 14. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds runs across the 35-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Newton surveying the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll come out in the pistol. First down, here's a run with Peterson. A gain of 3, second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On second down, here's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Second and goal from the 1. Back to the ground, Peterson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Breeze steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Newton. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie, Travis Feeney. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Bree's going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They run again with Peterson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Got it! Quick. Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Bulldozes past him. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Newton now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. And even 50 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Newton throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Got it left. Got it left. 3 down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made there by Nick Fairley. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run for it with Marshall, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon. Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Another pistol look here. Again, Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it. Peterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.